Good afternoon. It's playoff time for Texas high school baseball, but in a little twist, we've traveled to eastern New Mexico for the Mustangs' first matchup here in the opening round. Mustangs taking on the Bushland Falcons in the bi-district matchup here. We've traveled to eastern New Mexico University here at Eastern New Mexico University Field. Got the whole Shallow Water Sports Network crew here with us, along with our press box crew that we typically have at home. Feels a bit like home here in Portales today. Glad you can join us as the Mustangs begin their playoff run and what we hope to be a long one, taking on a tough opening round opponent here in the Bushland Falcons. I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. Got Tony Jackson here alongside me. We're just going to do a little brief intro here in a minute. You'll hear Tony. He'll do the full run-up introductions of players on both teams in the national anthem before we begin today. Mustangs will be the home team here in the first game. Right now, both coaches meeting with the four-man umpire crew out there, taking care of a few last-minute details. You can see on your screen there, Jake probably has that on there, the grounds crew here at Eastern New Mexico University out there getting the mound all ready to go. Both teams have taken in and out, and we're going to be set to go here pretty quick after the introductions. Nice facility here at Eastern New Mexico University, all turf infield, grass outfield. I'll pause as we listen to Tony with the announcements.
Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds here at Portales. Go through your starting lineups for both teams, starting with the Bushland Falcons as the visitors. Leading it off will be number 7, Max Rodriguez in center field. Be followed by number 8, Cotton Strickland in left field. Batting third will be number 21, Lincoln Krause, the designated hitter. Be followed by number 5, Colton Reynolds, the right fielder. Then we'll have number 15, Landon Howell, the catcher. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 13, Ty Askins. Then we'll have batting seventh, number 24, Wade McConnell, the pitcher. Be followed by number 17, Elliot Hemphill, the third baseman. We'll have number 14, Reese Melbon, the shortstop. And playing defensively for the Falcons, number 16, Connor White, the second baseman. Additional players, number 6, Zane Zundel, number 1, Evan Rodriguez, number 4, Gabe Hahn, number 18, Dawson Lanham, number 9, Hunter Kissane, number 20, Braylon Benton, number 12, Connor Caperton, number 19, Brecken Houchin, and number 3, Dawson Hall. Bush is coached by head coach SB and coaches Love, Graves, Dreyer, and Zimmerman. And now for the Shallow Water Mustangs. Mustangs will be home for this game. Leading it off for the Mustangs, the shortstop, number 5, Maddox McDonald. Batting second, playing third base, number 6, Clayton Vincent. Batting third, playing left field, number 17, Garrett Boschma. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 14, Zach Scott. Being followed by second baseman, number 2, Pierce Keeney. Then we'll have at first base, number 8, Caden Carter. Batting seventh and catching for the Mustangs, number 10, Roland Ramos. Batting eighth in right field, number 7, Blaine St. Clair. Rounding it out for the Mustangs, the center fielder, number 1, Ryland Blackburn. And playing defensively on the mound for the Mustangs, number 11, Braden Gurney. Additional players for the Mustangs, number 3, Aiden Ariano, number 4, Ryan Duggar, number 9, Hudson Brasino, number 12, Cale Moore, number 13, Connor Loafman, number 15, Ryland Jeffcott, number 16, Ryland Brown, number 18, Carson Key, and number 22, J.P. Naranjo. Coaches for the Mustangs, head coach Brent Parris and coaches Taylor Null and Tyler Williams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our nation and those who serve with our national anthem.
Play ball.
Welcome back. You've heard the starting lineups announced. Players have taken the field just a few minutes away from the first pitch here. Bi-district round, Mustangs and the Falcons about set to go here. This will be best 2 out of 3 series scheduled to play 2 today. Mustangs and Falcons will play here. This is 12 Mountain Time, 1 o'clock back home. They'll turn around and play again after a brief break between games, approximately 4 p.m. Central Time for Game 2. If it's not decided today, 2 teams will be back here tomorrow. Once again, 12 Mountain, 1 Central Time start if Game 3 is necessary tomorrow. First of all, our opponents today, Bushland Falcons coming in. Overall record, 15 wins, 10 losses. They finished 10-2 in their district, actually a number 2 seed. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Mustangs coming in, co-champions of District 2-3A. Mustangs with an overall record 24 wins and 6 losses. They finished their district play 13-1. Just go ahead and talk about the seeding a little bit. Things have changed this year. If you followed Texas high school sports, in basketball, softball, I believe volleyball as well, same is true here in baseball. Now, top 4 teams in each district still make the playoffs, but they split those teams, large school and small school, based on enrollment. So you end up with some interesting matchups, and the Mustangs and Falcons are one of those matchups here. This is not a typical opening by a district round, what you see for a 1 seed versus a 4 at times. So Mustangs co-champs in our district with Idlew. Idlew goes the small school route. We go the large school. Bushland finished tied with Dalhart, smaller district up there. They played everybody 3 times. Dalhart beat Bushland 2 times, so that's why
number 7, Max Rodriguez.
Bushland is the 2 seed out of that district. So we're about set to go. Top half of the first coming up. Tony's going to take you through the call here in the top half. First, I'll set the defense for the Mustangs. Caden Carter at first, Pierce Keeney at second, Clayton Vincent at third, Maddox McDonald at short, Garrett Boschman left, Rylan Blackburn center, Blaine St. Clair right, Rylan Ramos behind the plate, and on the mound, senior right-hander number 11, Braden Gurney.
Gurney's first pitch over the outside half of the plate for a called strike. Rodriguez, the center fielder, batting from the left side for the Falcons. Next pitch is in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 to Rodriguez. Gurney, a right-hander, coming from the windup. Pitch, the outer half of the plate for a called strike. 1-2 on Rodriguez. Ball down at the chest. Pitch swung on and missed.
Nice job. Gurney comes with, I believe, 3 straight fastballs and then a breaker there. Gets Rodriguez to swing and miss, one away.
Find my out. You'll call it for me. There we go. Another batter coming from the left side, Cotton Strickland.
Number 8, Cotton Strickland.
Sorry. Colton. First pitch of Colton was low for a ball. Next one outside for a ball. Gurney loses his cap as he makes the throw. Has to gather it up. It's a 2-0 count, right, David?
2 balls, no strikes, 1 away here in the top of the first.
Next pitch, up and in, ball 3.
Gurney made quick work of the leadoff batter. Rodriguez now down here 3-0 to the number 2 hitter in the order.
Gurney's pitch comes in right down Broadway for a called strike. Rodriguez, Strickland taking all the way. 3-1. Gurney kicks, deals. It's down and in for ball 4.
Here at Eastern New Mexico, a fairly large park, 365 down the line at left.
Here, number 21, Kraus.
343 in right, 372 in the alleys, 395 straight away, center field. 8-foot fence most of the way around. Left center to right center fence is up to 12 feet tall across the middle part of the park.
1 out and 1 on for Kraus. First pitch comes in for a call strike. Kraus, a designated hitter, built like a first baseman, big tall kid. Batting from the right side. Gurney from the stretch, comes home, misses away, low and away. 1-1. Kraus swings a couple of warm-up swings again. Gurney looks over at that runner on first, who's only got about a 3-step lead. Runner goes, he drops a bunt, it's out towards Gurney. Gurney gathers it up, goes to first. They get their man. The play works all the way around. Runner gets to second. Defense gets the out.
Yeah, 1-3 on the putout, and there's 2 away.
Number 5, Colton Reynolds, right field.
Another left batter batting from the left side, steps up.
Yeah, 3 of the first 4 batters have been from the left side, a stark contrast to what you'll see out of the Mustang lineup.
Runner on second. Pitch comes in and misses outside for a ball.
Nice fastball, just a little off the plate.
Gurney from the stretch, comes set at the belt, looks back at that runner on second. Kicks and deals, and this one's low for a ball. Middle infielders play in towards second until the pitch is generated toward home, and then they break out, trying to keep that. They keep that runner tight. They do that consistently throughout the game. Pitch comes in. Catches the inside corner for a call strike. 2-1 on Reynolds. Gurney looks in for his sign. It comes set at the belt. Looks back at the runner on second. And he comes home. Swung on and hit foul back into the screen. Strike 2. Squares the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that runner still on second. Gurney with his toe, middle of the rubber. Kicks and comes home. Pitch outside is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Braden Gertie gives up a 1-out walk, comes back to get the next 2 Falcons. They're going to leave that runner stranded out there at second base. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. No score yet here from Eastern New Mexico. Mustangs versus the Falcons. Mustangs coming to bat.
No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base.
We're back here in Portales as the Mustangs get ready to come to bat here in the bottom of the first. Game time conditions here right at 60 degrees. The field here at Eastern New Mexico faces to the southeast. We've got a wind out of the northeast. So got a little crosswind coming left to right. It's going to hold balls up out in left field, a little bit of a push towards right for balls hit to center field. I expect balls to carry out towards right somewhat as the flag's blowing out that direction a bit. As I mentioned, pretty deep park here today. Overcast skies, mostly cloudy, no sign of the sun yet.
Leading off for the Mustangs, the shortstop, number 5, Maddox McDonald.
Leading it off for the Mustangs will be number 5, Maddox McDonald, the Mustang shortstop. Maddox is a junior. He'll step in from the right side. As I mentioned, haven't seen all of the Bushland lineup yet, but the first 4 batters, 3 lefties. Mustangs 9 batters in the order today, every one of them batting from the right side. McDonald steps in, takes the first pitch for a called strike, curveball across the heart of the plate. Pitcher for Bushland is number 24, Wade McConnell, big right-hander. Mustangs saw him earlier in the season when these 2 teams faced each other. Another curveball. This one's lifted out to left field. Left fielder comes in, drops to a knee, and makes the catch.
Third baseman number 6, Clayton Vincent.
As I mentioned, Mustangs and the Falcons faced off earlier in the season. First tournament of the season there in the Rail Yard Classic. Mustangs trailing 2-1 late in that game. Walk-off grand slam home run by Rylan Ramos. 5-2 win by the Mustangs. Number 6, Clayton Vincent steps in. Clayton's a senior. He'll be over at third base for the Mustangs. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Showed bunt and pulled it back. McConnell going out of the windup here with nobody on. Into the fastball. That one's inside, 2-0. Vincent steps back in. There's one hit off the handle to the second baseman. He plays it on a hop, and he's going to get Vincent by a step over at first base.
Left fielder number 17, Garrett Boschma.
It's 4-3 on the put out. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. That brings up number 17, Garrett Boschma, junior left fielder for the Mustangs. Curveball breaks in, called strike. McConnell going to his curveball quite a bit here early on. Next pitch is lined past the third baseman out into left field. First hit of the day for either team. First base runner for the Mustangs.
Number 14, the designated hitter, Zach Scott.
Runner on first base with 2 away brings up number 14, Zach Scott. Zach, the senior designated hitter for the Mustangs. And we'll see McConnell going out of the stretch for the first time today with a runner on first base. Comes set about chest high, delivers a fastball that goes through the 5-hole here on the catcher. Mustangs have a runner in scoring position. So Boschma is going to take second on the pass ball. Zach will step back in here. Counts 1-0. Pitcher McConnell set once again about letter high. Checks the runner a couple times. Comes to the pitch up and in. Zach tried to hold up his swing but goes around on it. Evens it up at 1-1. McConnell taking his time, takes a look in, now comes set again, takes a look over at Boschma. Fastball low and away, catcher able to snag that one, keep it from getting past him. Got time called here. The catcher for the Falcons, Howell, going to go out and visit with McConnell. Decent amount of foul territory here behind home plate. Pass balls, wild pitches, going to be pretty easy for runners to advance. Down the lines, lots of foul territory in right. Not as much in left. It tapers off as you get down the left field line into the left field corner. 2-1's a count. Zach steps back in, swings on an inside pitch, misses on it 2-2.
He's fallen for that inside pitch twice now. Both of his strikes are swinging strikes.
Yeah, I think both of them out of the zone. That one was a little closer. 2-2.
Not sure if he's trying to turn on it or if he's just fooling him.
Another inside pitch this time. Zach gets a piece of it, fouls it off to remain alive. McConnell comes set once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Curveball, late decision by Zach, but good decision. Gets a piece of it, fouls it off. That was a curveball, and it was going to be in there.
Yeah, right at the top of the zone. If there's any doubt about it, it might have been a little bit high, but that's about it. It's right over the heart of the plate.
Good reaction, staying back on it. Late swing, gets a piece of it. Fouls it off at 2-2. This one's fouled off over on the right side again. Third straight foul ball we've seen here at 2-2. Nobody holding Boschma on at second. He's heading off on the pitch. This is a fastball low and away. Boschma is going to steal third. Bushland content to let Boschma take the base there. They weren't holding him on. He takes advantage of it. So count goes full to the cleanup hitter for the Mustangs. McConnell back to the windup, kicks and delivers. That one's low and away, ball 4.
The second baseman, number 2, Pierce Keeney.
Mustangs trying to put together a threat here with 2 away. Boschma singled, took second on a pass ball, stole third. Zach Scott just walked, coming back after being down in the count. Fouls off 3 straight pitches, then comes back to get the walk. Number 2, Pierce Keeney steps in, senior second baseman. First pitch from Keeney, to Keeney rather, is a fastball outside, ball 1. Keeney, a senior, batting from the right side. McConnell working from the stretch now with the runner on first as well as a runner on third. Runner at first is on the move. Pitches fastball in there for a called strike. No throw down to second. Scott's in with a stolen base as the Falcons didn't attempt to throw. Evens the count up at 1-1. Now runners on second and third for the Mustangs.
Hal behind the plate came up ready to fire, but he didn't let it go.
McConnell back to the windup, delivers a fastball inside, 2-1 to Keeney. Long look in by McConnell, enters into his windup again. This one sails over the head of Keeney. Talked about all the foul territory back here. It hits apparently off of the brick facade here and kicks back to the catcher. Looked like it was going to be a run for the Mustangs, but that bounce goes in favor of the Falcons. But it's ball 3 to Keeney, 3-1 now with 2 away.
Yeah, it really worked out for the Falcons as Hal just turned around and received it like a little ground ball back to him. Right.
Good read by Boschma not to run on it. That one's late call, called strike, inside part of the plate. 3-2 to Keeney. Thought for a minute it was a ball. Umpire a little late on the call there than what we've seen. Full count now.
Yeah, also a borderline call right down there on the bottom of the zone.
Keeney swings and fouls that one back. 3-2 still. Mustangs making McConnell work for it. See if the Mustangs can make it pay off. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That one's popped up out in center field. Center fielder's coming on and makes the catch, and that'll end it for the Mustang threat here in the bottom of the first. In the first, the Mustangs no runs on a hit, no errors. They left 2 stranded. We're through 1 complete. No score yet here. Shallow Water versus Bushland.
How many, Tanya?
Mustangs in the bottom of the first. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Pitcher McConnell is at 23.
As we come back for the top of the second, it'll be number 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Bushland Falcons.
Leading off the top of the second, catcher number 15, Landon Howell. First pitch to Howell is swung on. It's a bounder pass. The outstretched arm to Vincent. It bounds out into left field. It'll be a single. First pitch swinging for Howell. First baseman number 13, Ty Askins. Courtesy runner number 1, Evan Rodriguez. You can just leave it up. Get my batter here. First pitch. Askins outside for a ball.
Courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base. Falcons with a leadoff single here in the second.
Askins batting from the right side. Gurney watching that runner on. Nope, they can hear it. Thanks, we got it. All right, I got alerted that they could hear me over the mic talking. So 1-1. Next pitch came in for a strike. Sorry, folks. The scoreboard set up way different, so I'm kind of having to watch what I'm doing with it and pay close attention to that as I call it. Pitch comes in, shows bunt, misses it. Ball is scooped up by Ramos, and he throws down to first. It gets by Carter and bounds out down the line to right field, but it's held there. 1-2.
They had the bunt on there. Rodriguez had taken off. Askins not able to get a bat on it. They had him out in no man's land, but the low throw, one that Carter wasn't able to field down there.
So runner still on first. Nobody out. 1-2 is the count. His pitch catches the outside corner for a call, third strike. They ring him up. One out. Oh, here we go. Ready? Number 24, Wade McConnell. McConnell steps in on the right side. And one on. First pitch, just a little bit low for a ball. Borderline call.
Yeah, McConnell, a big guy there. Most other batters, that's probably a called strike.
One on, one away. Gurney set at the belt. Gonna throw over to first. Chase the runner back. Rodriguez. Evan Rodriguez over there on first. Set. Gurney shakes off a sign and nods to the next one now. McConnell asks for time and is granted. He steps out.
Little sun peeking through out there, still mostly cloudy. Found a little opening to shine down on us.
McConnell set to go. So's Gurney. Here comes a pitch. The runner's on the move. It's a bounder out to short. McDonald scoops it up, throws over to first, and just gets the runner. Going to advance Rodriguez over to second.
Great play by Caden Carter over there. Not a very strong throw. It's low, but he's able to go down and dig it and get the out. Runner does advance to second.
Third base number 17, Elliott Hemphill.
Gurney still working out of the stretch here now with a runner on second, 2 away, top of the second.
Hemphill steps in. Gurney's pitch is low and away for a ball. Runner on second, 2 away. Hemphill is the 8th spot in the batting order. Gurney set at the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. Straight fastball up in the zone on him. 1-1. Both teams wearing a variation of white. Mustangs with their white with the black pins and stains across the chest. This one swung on. It's a bounder out to first. Carter stretches out, gets it, feeds it over to Gurney as he rushes over, steps on the pillow right in front of the runner. Good play there, good PFP.
Put a star by that one. Second defensive gem of the inning for Caden Carter, the senior over there at first base for the Falcons. No runs on a hit, no errors. They left one stranded. After 1.5, still no score yet here from Eastern New Mexico. This is Shallow Water Mustang Baseball on the Shallow Water Sports Network.
Bushland in the top of the second, no runs, one hit, no errors, one left on base. This is Gurney to 27. 27.
So Mustangs wearing their white uniforms with the black pinstripes. Bushland wearing a white uniform, got black popping down the legs on the pants, and black at the bottom on the shirts with a B outlined in gold up on the front.
Fastball high and tight, evens it up at 1-1.
Both teams sporting black caps. Bushland's got a gold B on front of theirs, I believe. And Mustang's got that running Mustang on theirs.
McConnell out of the windup. Pitch in for a called strike, inside portion of the plate. Count goes to 1-2.
Like the borderline call up at the top of the zone to me, Dave.
It was up a bit too, yes.
His umpire doesn't mind him up a little bit.
Fastball at the knees, called strike 3. Carter goes down looking, and there's one away. They'll bring number 10, Rylan Ramos, to the plate.
Number 10, Rylan Ramos.
Ramos, the senior catcher. He'll bat from the right side. That one comes in and hits him on the first pitch. Bushland had a big shift on there, had the left fielder playing over left center field. Center fielder shifted way over. We'll see if they change that up here now. Blaine St. Clair stepping in.
Right fielder, number 7, Blaine St. Clair.
St. Clair, senior, number 7. He's in right field here in game 1. And we do have a courtesy runner over at first base.
Who is it?
It's going to be number 12, Cale Moore.
Courtesy runner number 12, Cale Moore.
He'll run for the catcher, Ramos. Cale, the senior, likely the starter on the mound in game 2 here later today. McConnell will go back to the stretch with the runner on. First thing he does is throw it to first. Cale's back in easily. St. Clair steps in from the right side. Third baseman playing in, expecting a possible bunt. Moore with good speed. Wouldn't be surprised to see him on the move. First pitch is up. 1-0. Hear a little grumbling from the Bushland fans. We saw one kind of in that same area a moment ago called a strike, didn't we, Tony? Same type of area, up a little bit. Doesn't get the call this time. Another pickoff attempt. Moore's back in at first.
McConnell got a pretty good spin move there to throw back to first base. Gets off and throws over quick.
Yeah, pretty quick feet for a big guy. Moore is on the move, gets a curveball to run on, and he's in easily at second base with a stolen base.
Pitch was swung on, cover the steal, 1-1.
Yeah, as Tony mentioned, Blaine's swinging just to provide some cover, a little more distraction for the catcher back there that's got to keep that in mind as he's trying to receive that ball and make the throw. Cale was going to be in there easily. As I mentioned, good speed, stolen base for the Mustangs. Runner in scoring position here for St. Clair. Time's called at the plate. McConnell takes a bit of time, especially when he gets runners on base. Nobody holding Cale on. Now the shortstop working in a little behind him. Big lead for Cale. This one called strike, inside part of the plate. Looked like a fastball tailing in towards St. Clair. Counts 1-2. McConnell said about chest high. St. Clair fouls that one off the handle.
Looked like a ball that was going to hit him. He swatted it out of the way.
Remains alive at 1-2.
No score here in the bottom of the second.
Second baseman working in behind Moore. Now it breaks away. That one is fouled just wide of the bag over at first. Good job by St. Clair on that. You could tell it was a curveball. It sat back on it, stayed back, pushes it foul though. Count still 1-2. Now Bushland working a little more aggressively behind Moore there at second base. Time called at the plate by St. Clair. Call came set, but not very long. This one goes behind him, and catcher somehow snags that one.
Yeah, that's a good job by the catcher to get out there.
Pretty tough play to make that one, but he somehow does it. You lose sight of the ball as it goes behind the batter. Keeps Moore at second base. McConnell taking a look at Moore now. He'll step off, step back on. Paying a lot of attention to him out there now. Second base shortstop working in behind him. St. Clair swings and misses on a curveball for out number 2. Still the runner on second, 2 away. Brings up number 1, Ryland Blackburn, senior center fielder for the Mustangs.
Center fielder number 1, Ryland Blackburn.
He'll step in here against McConnell. McConnell still out of the stretch, comes set about chest high. Comes with a fastball inside, 1-0. McConnell tends to work inside a lot to these right-handed batters and comes back with curveballs, trying to kind of set it up. That one's high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Ryland steps out, takes a look at Coach Paris, gets his sign, now steps back in. McConnell gets his pitch, comes set. Pitch is fouled back off of the screen. 2-1 now. No score yet. Bottom of the second. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Mustangs threatened in the first. Had runners on second and third. Couldn't push them across. Moore's on the move. Blackburn lays down the bunt. It's out to the pitcher. He comes up with it. And the throw is wide over at first base. That's going to score a run. Blackburn's rounded first. Rounding second. Here he comes in at third. Head first slide. He's in there. The ball gets away from the third baseman. He had somebody backing him up over there. Mustangs take a 1-0 lead on the bunt. McConnell came off. Fielded the bunt. Second baseman having to get there. Timing wasn't right for the Falcons. Bunt pushes Blackburn over to third, and Mustangs with a 1-0 lead.
Now batting number 5, shortstop Maddox McDonald.
Tony, I'm going with the bunt single takes third on the error.
Okay.
Mustangs leading at 1-0. They'll have a runner on third with 2 away. Maddox McDonald, the batter. Steps in, fouls the first pitch off. McDonald steps back in. That pitch low. Evens it up at 1-1. Okay, so did you put the error on Bushland?
Oh no, I haven't put it. That's what I was. Okay. That's what I was missing.
And then the hit on shallow.
We need a hit.
All right, McDonald steps back in. Tony said figuring out the scoreboard here at Eastern New Mexico. Swings and misses on that one. Counts 1-2 now.
Telling the operator that was up here, show me how to use it. He said, fortunately, you can figure it out in baseball because it's a little slower. And I said, yeah, until something happens, and it all happens at once. And that's exactly what happened there.
McConnell going from the windup with Blackburn at third, winds and kicks. That one's outside. 2-2. Mustangs with a run here in the bottom of the second have taken a 1-0 lead, looking for more. Ryland Blackburn on third, Maddox McDonald the batter. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one's low. Good take by McDonald there. Full count now. McConnell out of the windup, kicks. McDonald can't wait up on the curveball, swings over the top of it, and that'll do it for the Mustangs here in the second. But the Mustangs do get on the board first. Mustangs with 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Bushland error, 1 runner left on base. We're going to the third. Our new score, Shallowater 1, Bushland 0.
Shallowater Mustangs in the bottom of the second scores 1 run on 1 hit for 1 error and 1 left on base. Pitcher McConnell is a 45 pitches, 4-5.
As we go to the third for the Falcons, it'll be the number 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up in their order. Talking between innings about pitch count.
Stepping in the lead off the top of the third for the Falcons, shortstop number 14, Reese Melbon.
Paused a minute there, letting Tony make his announcement. Talking about the pitch count, important in Texas high school baseball. 110 is the maximum. through the first 2 innings. Braden Gurney at 27 for the Falcons. Starting pitcher Wade McConnell at 45.
First pitch from Gurney is the lower part of the zone for a call strike. Melbon batting from the right side. Pitch comes in, weak swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, as Tanya was pointing out to me, series is treated a little different. You've got it for it's for the entire series, not just the game here. But that's important as well, because
next pitch is upstairs for a ball.
Pitching depth becomes really important in a series, especially if it were to go to a 3rd game.
1-2 on Melbon. And David, I think that's one of the advantages the Mustangs have, is they got a fairly deep, kind of a deep bullpen. We've got several pitchers that can go this year. Gurney's next pitch, breaking ball that falls in for a strike, rings him up. Strike 3.
Tony, you'd say he caught him window shopping, right?
That's right. Takes us back to the top of the order for Max Rodriguez. Number 7, Max Rodriguez.
Rodriguez stepping in. He's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first time up.
First pitch. Curveball is hit struck. Hit out towards 3rd. Vincent gets horizontal to try to stop it and bounces off the man's glove and over towards 2nd.
Going to be an infield single. Good effort by Clayton. Just outstretched. Couldn't get enough glove on it to snag it.
Number 8, Colton Strickland.
Strickland stepping in. He walked his first time up.
First pitch of Strickland struck and hit over to Vincent at 3rd. He turns and goes to Keeney at 2nd to get the lead runner. They go to 1st, but too late, I believe. They didn't get their man on the double play.
Good attempt there. Pretty good speed coming out of the box there for the Falcons.
Number 21, Lincoln Krause.
Mustangs do get the out at 2nd, as Tony said. 2 away.
They've got
batter's Lincoln Krause laid down a sacrifice bunt his last time up.
Got it out. Need to clear the count. First pitch, I missed it, David.
Low and away.
Thank you.
Took a little something off of that one, missed a little low and away.
Now I think I'm caught up on my scoreboard.
2 hits for Bushland, Tony, and then you'll be good.
2 hit for Bushland.
Yep. Had a little single in the last inning.
This one swung on and hit foul off the screen, but hits the pole, gives it a nice ring. Bounces back into the field of play. 1-1 to Krause. Pitch is in for a strike over the outer half of the plate. 1-2. Krause. 2 away, runner on 1st. Ernie going from the stretch. He looks over at the runner on 1st and comes set. Pause, he comes in, runner goes, and swung on and hit foul, straight back into the screen. They kind of hold it 1-2. Runner will have to retrace his steps. Takes a minute for everybody to get reset. Gurney gets the ball. Gets back up on the rubber. Comes set. Now he's going to throw over, just in case that runner was planning on going again. Tighten him up a little bit. Krause ready in the batter's box. Gurney nodding to the sign. Glances over at that runner and comes set. Kicks it, comes home. Pitches just low for a ball. Squares it up at 2-2.
Not a bad pitch there with a 1-2 count. Try to get him to go for something a bit low and out of the zone.
Kraus with that open stance, opens up a little bit. Ready for the pitch. Gurney delivers, swung on and hit foul, straight back to the screen. Count holds it 2-2. Top of the third, Shallow-Water leading 1-0. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gurney checks that runner on first. He comes set at the belt. Comes home. This one's low and away. Ball 3. The count goes full. I mentioned earlier that Kraus is like a big, tall first baseman. Big strike zone. Gurney looks over that runner on second. Comes set at the belt. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and hit foul into the plate and bounces back behind the catcher. Steps. Full count, will stay right there. Gurney with his glove on his hip, looks over at first, comes set at the belt. The payoff pitch. Just low, ball 4. A little pause there while I was waiting to see the count. That was a borderline pitch, and I was thinking maybe he's going to ring him up, but umpire finally said ball 4.
Yeah, Gurney thought he had him there.
Number 5, Colton Reynolds.
As well as
on first and second.
As well as the part of the infield there headed toward the dugout on that one. Didn't get the call.
Reynolds. First pitch to Reynolds is swung on and tapped. I think it's tapped foul down in the dirt. Big spot here for the Mustangs if they can shut down the Falcons. Facing the cleanup spot against in Reynolds. Runners on first and second. 2 away. Pitch is well outside for a ball. That one slipped out of Gurney's hand. I think that's the biggest miss we've seen from Gurney as of yet.
Got 2 runners on for the Falcons. First one reached on a single, 1-out single, then a 2-out walk. Put the other runner on.
Gurney set the belt. Pause while he watches that runner. Kicks and comes on. Swing and a miss. And breaking ball is tailing away. Maybe fastball tailing away from the batter. 1-2 on Reynolds. Reynolds batting from the left side. Gurney nods to the sign. Comes set at the belt. Looks back at McDonald. Is in next to the bag. Little bounder out to first. Carter gathers it up. Takes a couple of steps over to first base. Steps on the bag well ahead of the runner. That'll do it for the Falcons in the top of the third.
In the top of the third, Falcons no runs on a hit, no errors. They left 2 stranded. Going to the bottom of the third, Mustangs still leading it 3-0.
Falcons in the top of the third. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Gurney is at 46 pitches, 4-6.
Back here in Portales, New Mexico for the bi-district matchup, Shallowater Mustangs, Bushland Falcons. Also going on in the background over there at Eastern New Mexico's football stadium and track facilities. Got the Lone Star Conference track championships going on. This is day 2 of it.
Way off the bottom of the third baseman number 6, Clayton Vincent.
Apparently a lot of the decathlon events going on, including events such as the javelin. If you see a javelin flying in the background. Running event finals tomorrow. Clayton Vincent stepping in here for the Mustangs. Grounded to second his first time up. McConnell delivers a first pitch. Fastball for a called strike. Mustangs starting to work through their lineup for the second time today. Vincent swings and misses on that one. Quickly down 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch was in the same place. Same pitch, same place. Vincent gave chase, didn't connect.
The fly ball out to left field. Left fielder's going back a bit, but this one's going to be a routine fly ball out, and there's one away. Thank you. Vincent flies out to left for the first out. As we were talking about earlier, the wind blowing in from left.
Now batting number 17, Garrett Boschma.
If you get under anything out to left, it's just going to hang up out there. That's what happened on that one. So one away. Clayton Vincent Garrett Boschma steps in. Boschma 1 for 1. Single to left his first time up. McConnell delivers the first pitch low and away, 1-0. Still a little sun out on us here. Crosswind blowing left to right. Boschma fouls that curveball off over on the right side, evens it up at 1-1. Flag's blowing straight across out there at the scoreboard. Still looks like they'll push balls to right field, hold them up in left. That one's rocketed foul on the right side.
The field here at Greyhound Stadium's turf on the infield and grass in the outfield. A little rough there down the left field, down the line. There's some dirty spots out there. Afraid what a ball might do, a grounder coming across there.
Boschma calls time and steps out. McConnell out of the windup, kicks and delivers. Pitch is fouled at the plate. Boschma went for a low one there, fouls it off, remains alive at 1-2. Set for play again here as McConnell enters into his windup again. This one's up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That one's hard ground ball past the diving second baseman out into right field. Second base hit of the day for Boschma.
Now batting number 14, Zach Scott.
1 out single by Boschma. Third base hit of the day for the Mustangs. He'll run over at first base as Zach Scott steps in. Zach walked his first time up, steps in here with a runner on first. Mustangs batting in the bottom of the third, leading at 1-0. First pitch is low. Catcher goes to his knees to snag that one, 1-0. McConnell going out of the stretch. Scott steps back in. This curveball breaks in, catches part of the plate for a called strike. Out of his hand, looked like it might hit him, breaks in, catches enough of the plate to get a call. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a backdoor curve, just caught the very tail end of that plate.
Curveball grounded to the third baseman. His only play is going to be to first, and he's off the bag. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. He doesn't get back in time. Boschman was on the move on the pitch, so kept the third baseman from being able to go to second, and now both runners are going to be safe on the throwing error.
Number 2. Now batting number 2, Pierce Keeney, number 2. Hit or an error?
Got a throwing error on the third baseman.
Okay.
Pulled him off the bag. I got time called.
I think there's
The
just a
Bushland
signal for replay.
Yeah, Bushland coach asking the umpires to get together and talk about that one. Looked like they got it right. The first baseman came off of the bag, tried to come back and get his foot on the bag in time. First base umpire's right there. Said he didn't do it. They're huddled up talking about it, and they stay with the safe call. As I mentioned at the beginning of the game, 4-man umpire crew in these playoff games. So I got a lot of eyes on it, and they agree that he's in there safe. Runners on first and second now for the Mustangs. 1 away, brings up Pierce Keeney. He's 0 for 1. Popped up to center field his first time up. First pitch, fastball right in there for a called strike. McConnell set. Swings and fouls this one straight back. Keeney's down 0-2.
The inning break, check my box score on the end whenever we get there. What do now?
You are good. You got it, Tony.
Okay.
0-2 pitch coming to Keeney here, 1 away. Curveball low and away. Boschma on the move, steals third. Scott holding up over at first. Another stolen base for the Mustangs, puts runners on the corners. 1 and 2 is the count to Keeney. Good read by Boschma, got a big jump on the pitcher McConnell. Now time's called at the plate. McConnell set once again. This one's popped up on the infield. Catcher is actually in foul territory and can't catch it. Catcher's on his pitcher there, saying it's my ball. Well, he had a chance at it. Pitcher stayed several feet away there. I think the pitcher looked like he might have called for it at once, but that's the catcher's job to call it off, and that's just going to be a foul ball there. Keeney's going to remain alive at 1-2.
Yeah, off the bat, looked like an infield pop fly there that was going to the pitcher. He was coming in on it. Then the wind just kept pushing it further back and further back, and I don't think the catcher had a good eye on it. When he
was popped up on the infield this time. Third baseman, catcher collide, and somebody hung on to it. The pitcher got it. He's taller than the catcher, and the Bushland coach is upset with his players as he is immediately out there and calls time. That's the second incident in a row where lack of communication there, but this time the Falcons are able to hold on to it. This one will pop up in fair territory by Keeney.
Now batting number 8, Caden Carter.
Could have been a disaster for Bushland. So
now I'm not sure why the catcher was trying to make a play on that. I mean, between pitcher and third base, he had a better angle.
Yeah, and really that's the one you want your third baseman taking. Catcher was halfway up the line. No balls. New batter actually. Going to be Caden Carter here with 2 away. Scott on the move over at first. He's going to take second on the stolen base. I'll get it all sorted out here in a minute.
Pitch was low and away. Scott was already on the move.
Yeah.
And with the ball low and away, had plenty of time to get the second.
Yep, 1-0 to Carter now. 2 runners in scoring position for the Mustangs. McConnell out of the windup. Curveball in there for a called strike. Squirts away from the catcher, Howell, but not far enough for the runners to advance.
That was Carter's pitch there. I hope he didn't miss it.
Fastball high. Count goes to 2-1.
All right-handed batters, David, like you said, they ought to be watching for that curveball at this point late in the count.
McConnell going out of the windup with runners on second and third. Little tapper out to the second baseman. He's over. It's going to be a close play. He's going to get Carter by a step, though. Mustangs are going to come up empty here in the third. In the third for the Mustangs, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. They left 2 on base. We're going to the fourth. Our score is still Shallow-Water 1, Bushland 0.
Mustangs in the bottom of the third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base. Pitcher McConnell is at 66 pitches, 6-6. Lost my bride to the finest man she planned to know. She got into the parking lot, knees were already gone. Love is such a mighty drug, mightier disease. They misses her from passing bars. One eye cricket, one eye cricket, one eye cricket, one eye cricket. Your cricket teeth are floating and my legs resting fine. 7 miles out of Bismarck, next to back and forth line. I laid her down so softly and so kindly reassured. Love it ain't pretending, it seems it can't be.
Mustangs got runners in scoring position again in the third, not able to push any across. Bushland coming to bat here in the top of the fourth, be number 5, 6, and 7 due up in their order.
Top of the fourth, lead it off for the Falcons, number 15, Landon Howell.
Batter's the catcher, Howell. He singled to left his first time up. He's got 1 of the 2 hits so far for Bushland.
Hal bats from the left side on an open stance facing Gurney. Gurney's first pitch is swung on, hit foul back over the screen for strike 1. Hal steps out, steps back in. Gurney from the windup, turns, kicks and deals. Swung on, fly ball out to left. It's going to be foul and out of play past the bullpen out there. Strike 2.
Through the first 3 innings, Bushland no runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. Shallow-Water 1 run, 3 hits, no errors.
Henry's next pitch, low and away. Draw a swing. Doesn't get 1. 1 and 2 on Howell. Howell back in, ready to go. Gurney nods to the sign. Deals, swung on. Foul back straight behind the press box. Count will hold it 1 and 2. Hal stepping back in, ready to go. Pitch well outside for ball 2. Squares it up at 2-2. Top of the fourth, Shallow Water leading 1-0. Pitch swung on and foul, tipped into the turf. Count holds it 2-2. Al fouling off a lot of pitches. He's trying to run up Gurney's pitch count all by himself. This pitch comes in. It's a bounder out to first. Carter gets it on a hop. Tosses over to Gurney, who's sprinting over there to first base. Tags a pillow ahead of the catcher.
Little PFP there, 3-1 on the putout. Carter to Gurney.
First baseman number 13, Ty Askins.
Askins, the batter, struck out looking his first time up.
Askins comes in, nobody on, 1 away. First pitch, offers at it, but doesn't go around. They do appeal down to first, and he says no swing. Ball 1. Askins back in. This one swung on and hit foul. Back to the screen. 1-1. As Zach Scott steps out of the Mustang dugout to toss the ball back to Ramos. Had several foul balls flying through the air. The last batter. So trying to track them all down. Pitch comes in. Outside corner. Fastball nails it down for strike 2. 1-2 on Askins. 1 away, nobody on. Gurney's pitch, low and away. Squares it up at 2-2. Askins number 13, playing first base. Curveball here comes in and nails down that inside corner for a call, third strike. Froze up Askins as he was looking a little inside and then broke there at the last minute. Number 24, Wade McConnell. McConnell, the pitcher, stepping in.
McConnell grounded to short his first time up.
First pitch to McConnell, just low for a ball.
I think it's about like the first pitch Gurney threw him in his previous at bat.
I was going to say the same thing, like David said a while ago. Big guy, they've been a strike on somebody else. This one's a solid shot out to short. Goes right to McDonald. He puts a glove on it, but it bounces off the heel of the glove and out away from him. So McConnell will be in on an E6.
First error of the day puts a runner aboard here with 2 away. We'll have a courtesy runner over at first base.
Courtesy runner number 3, Dawson Hall. Batter number 17, Elliot Hemphill.
Hemphill steps in. He's 0 for 1, grounded to first. His first time up. Gurney with a pickoff attempt over at first.
That was an error. Mustangs. Pitch low and away for a ball. It does. 1-0?
1-0, 2 away,
Thought I made him.
top of the fourth. Mustangs lead at 1-0.
This pitch is swung on and missed with a fastball inside half the plate. Squares it up at 1-1. Courtesy runner over on first. Replace the pitcher with a guy half his size. This is a weak swing and a miss for strike 2 by Hemphill. Two away, runner on first. Gurney watching that runner. Now he comes home with an outside pitch. They don't swing, so it's a ball. Squares it up at 2-2. Gurney immediately goes back to the rubbers, waiting on a sign. Looks over his shoulder at the runner. Runner's going. Swing and a miss upstairs, and that'll do it for the Falcons in the third. That's strike 3.
In the third, Mustangs with a 2-out error. Braden Gurney able to come back and get the strikeout. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Our score still Shallow Water 1, Bushland 0.
Bushland in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits. 1 error, 1 left on base. Pitcher Gurney is at 65, 6-5. Now batting the lead off the bottom of the fourth, the catcher number 10, Ryland Ramos.
Mustangs coming to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. Due up will be Ryland Ramos, Blaine St. Clair, and Ryland Blackburn. Ramos hit by a pitch his first time up. It's hit on the first pitch of his first at bat. Steps in here against McConnell again. McConnell's gone the distance so far for Bushland. Comes in and hits him on the first pitch this time as well.
Starting to think McConnell's got a grudge against him. Is he?
Mustangs with the leadoff runner aboard. It'll be a courtesy runner over there.
Stepping in the bat for the Mustangs. Right fielder number 7, Blaine St. Clair.
Cale Moore running over at first.
Courtesy runner number 12, Cal Moore.
Blaine St. Clair steps in 0 for 1. McConnell set. St. Clair takes the first pitch right down the middle, called strike.
Oh, I don't know. It did not look much like a strike.
That theory we had about taller guys and such, it seemed a bit low. It was right over the plate, but gets the call. McConnell set. Moore on the move. Curveball is up. The throw is wide of the bag. It squirts out in the center field. Oh, Moore doesn't try to advance on it.
Dang, I was wanting him to go for that. That thing squirted away, and he was looking at it. He took a couple of steps and decided against it.
Pitch was a ball to St. Clair. Moore steals second. So runner on second now with nobody out. 1-1 to St. Clair.
For Moore, one out, nobody out, that's probably the safe thing, is to not go for it.
McConnell set, checks Moore out there. St. Clair shows bunt. Pitch was right at him. He bunts it foul down the first base side over in front of the Mustang dugout. Mustangs home team in this one, playing out of the first base dugout. They'll be the visitor in game 2 today. Best of 3 series. Game 2 immediately following this one. Say immediately, there'll be a short break. Then game 3 would be tomorrow, noon Mountain, 1 Central if needed. 1-2 to St. Clair. He shows bunt again, pulls it back, takes the pitch low and away.
You got 2 strikes, right?
Yeah, showing bunt with 2 strikes.
St. Clair made me St. Clair's making me think I got my board wrong.
St. Clair shows bunt and bunts this one up the first baseline. First baseman bobbles it. St. Clair's going to reach on the air. It looked like it was going to be just a matter of him just tagging St. Clair out on the way by, but he couldn't get a handle on it.
That's right. We were saying. Yep.
2-strike bunt does the trick.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Ryland Blackburn.
Ryland Blackburn steps in. He's 1 for 1. He had a bunt single. Picked up the RBI for the only run of the game so far. Advanced from first to third on a throwing error. He was left stranded over there. Comes up here with no outs. Runners on first and third. Shows bunt, puts down one out to the pitcher. He's going to come home with it. They've got Moore in a pickle. And they get the tag on him. Bunt was back to the pitcher. Moore tried to score on it. And they'll throw him out. Going to be a fielder's choice.
Now batting number 5, Maddox McDonald.
So runners on first and second now, 1 away. Brings up Maddox McDonald. He's 0 for 2. This one's lifted foul, out of play over on the right side. St. Clair out at second. He reached on an error on a bunt. Ryland Blackburn at first. He reached on a fielder's choice on a bunt. 0-1 to McDonald with 1 away. Mustangs have had base runners in all innings, had base runners in scoring positions several times, just haven't pushed them across. That pitch is in the dirt. Catcher blocks it, keeps it in front of him, evens the count up at 1-1. McConnell going out of the stretch here. Runners on first and second. Check St. Clair. Runners are on the move. Ground ball to the third baseman. He steps on his bag and throws across the diamond, double play.
Oh, it was an unfortunate bounce for the Mustangs. But solid play for the Bushland, but it wasn't that tough. All you do is step on the bag and throw across.
Yeah, it was just right there. Mustangs come up empty once again. No runs, no hits. 1 Bushland error, 1 runner left on base. We're going to the 5th. Our score is still Shallowater 1, Bushland 0.
Shallowater in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Pitcher McConnell is at 76 pitches, 7-6. Hey, first want to let you know the only concession stand available is a couple of food trucks over there by the football field. Even outside of center field back there if you need something to eat. There. Food trucks available out there.
Here in the top of the 5th for Bushland will be the number 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up in their order.
Now batting number 14, Reese Melbon.
This is Melbon.
Hey, pitch
He's
came
0 for
in.
1.
He's saying it hit him, but he's squared the bunt. Yeah, and the umpire's saying it went off his hand, that he was like a swinging strike. Calling it a foul ball, I believe.
Batter's heading down to first, but they're calling him back. Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
call,
he was trying
foul
to
ball.
head down to first, and
Yeah.
the umpire pointed to the batter's box.
Squared the bunt. It was inside. Umpire tells him you got to come back.
So Melbon, after his walk down toward first, comes back, gets reset. Gurney goes right back to work on it. Delivers a pitch at the top of the zone that he swings on and misses for strike 2. Oh, 2 on Melbon. Gurney's pitch just outside for a ball, 1-2.
Nice 0-2 pitch. Now we got time called.
Melbon stretching that right hand out, bending his wrist back a couple of times. I'm guessing that that's where he got hit as he squared around the bunt, came in and hit him right on the knuckles. He's still trying to shake that off. No, Gurney's giving him no quarter. He's going right after him with the pitches. Gurney's pitch swung on and missed, even on the inner half on him. Number 7, Max Rodriguez, center fielder. Brings back to the top of the order, Max Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is 1 for 2. Last time up, hit a ground ball. Went off the glove of Vincent. Vincent dove for it, infield single.
This one's bounded up toward the first baseman. Oh, good play there. Sorry. It's a little bounder up, and Carter was moving over on it, and he slipped and completely fell. Pierce Keeney backing him up, got the ball before he got into right field, and Gurney with heads up sprinted over there to first and covered it, got there just before the batter for out number 2. Another great play by the Mustangs.
Great job by the pitcher Gurney, fielding his position as well. Ball hit to the right side of the infield. He's moving that direction. If there's any hesitation, he probably doesn't get there in time.
Batter Colton Strickland.
Strickland steps in, 0 for 1 with a walk, takes the first pitch for a called strike.
Gurney back at it. This one swung on and hit foul down the left side. Clayton Vincent giving chase over there. Comes down just inside the fence before it breaks out to go around the field house out there. 0-2 on Strickland. Strickland batting from the left side. Gurney's pitch, breaking ball that just catches that outside corner. Thing looked a little bit of a way, but that's a spot that the umpire's been giving them all day there on the left side of the plate from our point of view. Just catches that corner for strike 3.
Yeah, nice curveball. It looked to be well away. Set him up nicely, expecting a 0-2 pitch to be off the plate. The curveball comes in and catches it. So 3 up, 3 down inning for the Falcons. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Our score still Shallowater 1, Bushland 0.
batting off the bottom of the 5th for the Mustangs. Third baseman number 6, Clayton Vincent.
We've got a pitcher's duel on our hands. Mustangs hanging on to a 1-0 lead. McConnell still on the mound for Bushland, 76 pitches so far. Leading off for the Mustangs, Clayton Vincent. This is a fly ball, routine fly ball, center fielder, and he's got it, and there's one away.
That brings up a left fielder, number 17, Garrett Boschma.
Garrett Boschma steps in. Boschma 2 for 2, has 2 of the Mustangs' 3 hits so far today. First pitch to Boschma is a fastball that bounces 1-0. McConnell going from the windup with nobody on. Winds, kicks, and delivers. Another pitch low and away. Another one bounces. Making his catcher work for it here, 2-0.
Yeah, kind of turned his catcher inside out on that one, is it? To his right, and try to turn the glove to the up under him and stop that ball.
It's a little chopper. Looked like it got off the handle there. Pitcher fields it. McConnell's going to throw Boschma out. 1-3 on the put out.
The designated hitter number 14, Zach Scott.
Zach Scott stepping in, 0 for 1, reached on an error, also was walked.
Steps in with nobody on and 2 away.
First pitch to Scott, low and inside. No commercials on the broadcast today. UL does not allow the commercials during the postseason. That one comes inside. Looked like it clipped his pant leg. 2 away, runner on first for the Mustangs after the hit batter.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Pierce Keeney.
Time's called. Catcher Howell going out to visit with McConnell. Quick visit. May have delivered him a baseball. I looked down about the time he went out there. Pierce Keeney stepping in. He's 0 for 2. Popped out to the pitcher his last time up. See if the Mustangs can get something going here. Runner on first and 2 away.
A little more sun, a little less wind right now.
McConnell delivers the first pitch in there. Strike 1. Yes, the most sun we've seen. Clouds have cleared off quite a bit. Still some clouds in the area. And as you said, Tony, that wind has really died down. Next pitch. Low and away. Waiting for the umpire. He stood up, making sure he wasn't making a late call there. 1-1.
Yeah, winds died down considerably, but the Bushland still playing their shift. The center fielders over toward right. Left fielders in the gap. Big open space down the left field line.
Pickoff attempt over at first. Scott's back in, standing up. Not much of a lead over there. McConnell working from the stretch. Comes set, takes a long pause. Zach Scott's on the move. Ground ball out into left field. Single for Keeney. He's going to put runners on first and second.
Great hit, too. That thing hit the edge of the turf and then just kind of died. It was well in front of the left fielder to come way in to get to it on the ground ball.
Having Scott on the move worked in our favor. Hit and run there. Had the shortstop moving over towards the bag. Keeney hit it where he wasn't.
Now batting number 8, Caden Carter.
So runners on first and second for the Mustangs with 2 outs. Caden Carter steps in. Carter's 0 for 2. Grounded to second his last time up. Curveball. Carter swings and misses on it, 0-1. Next pitch in the dirt. Umpire says he went.
Yeah, a little check swing there. Not sure if he called a strike on the swing or on the location.
I think he called it on the swing. Pitch was in the dirt there. Carter just unable to hold up on it. 0-2 now. There's a hit out in left field. Zach Scott's rounding third. Coach is waving him home. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. They won't make a throw to the plate. RBI single for Caden Carter. Mustangs lead at 2-0. Great at bat by Caden, down in the count at 0-2. Gets a pitch over the plate that he can do something with, drives in a run.
The catcher, number 10, Rollin Ramos.
See if Ramos gets him a pitch this time or if he just gets plunked.
Ramos, 2 at-bats, has been hit by a pitch both times on the first pitch of the at-bat, so he hasn't seen many pitches.
Hasn't seen a pitch, really, except for the ones coming at him.
Steps in here with runners on first and second and 2 away. There's a fly ball out to left field. Left fielder stands still. Now he takes a couple of steps back, and that'll do it.
Well, he gave it a ride anyway. Didn't hit him.
But in the 5th, Mustangs are able to tack on a run. They got a run on 2 hits, no Bushland errors, 2 runners left on base. We've played 5 complete here at Eastern New Mexico University. Our Mustangs lead it 2-0.
On 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Pitcher McConnell's at 89, pitches 8-9.
Going to the 6th, Mustangs attacked her on a run in the 5th, leading at 2-0. Both teams were scoreless in the 1st. Mustangs got their first run in the bottom of the 2nd and stood that way through the 3rd and the 4th. And that run in the 5th has got us to this 2-0 score. For Bushland, it'll be the heart of their order coming up. 3, 4, and 5 due up for them here in the 6th.
Stepping in lead off the top of the 6th. Designated hitter number 21, Lincoln Kraus.
Batter's Kraus doesn't have an official at bat. He's walked and had a sacrifice bunt.
Kraus still facing Gurney. First pitch is swung. It's a bounder out to the middle of the field. And Donald comes in on the hop. It bounces off his glove. He grabs it and does a spin move. He goes over to first, but it's too late. Runner's going to be safe there on first base.
tried to recover, made the throw. The runner pretty good speed coming out of the box. Going to be safe on it to E6.
Brings up number 5, Colton Reynolds. Now batting number 5. Now batting number 5, Colton Reynolds. Is that a strike? Did he swing at it?
The ball one, it was outside. 1-0.
This one he swings at. I was looking at the feature there, David. Swings at, squares it up at 1-1.
Reynolds 0 for 2, grounded to first his last time up.
Reynolds batting from the left side, got a runner on first, nobody out. Pitch is swung on and missed. For strike 2, 1-2 on Reynolds. Top of the 6th, Shallow Water leading 2-0. Falcons with a runner on and nobody out. Brenner's going to make a little throw over there to first to tighten up that runner. Little calling card throw. Gurney looks in and gets his sign. Leans over toward the runner, comes set at the belt. Takes a deep breath and comes home. This is swung on and hit foul. Straight back into the net. Count's going to hold it 1-2. Reynolds in the cleanup spot. Digs his cleats in. Waits for the pitch. Comes outside. He takes a hack at it. Doesn't connect. Frustrated Reynolds goes back to the dugout without number 1.
The catcher, number 15, Landon Howell.
Brings up Landon Howell, the catcher.
Howell's 1 for 2. That's a single, grounded out his last time up, grounded out to first.
One away and a runner on. Gurney throws back over there. Chases Kraus back. Kraus there on first with by way of an error. Struck the ball right up the middle. Mustangs just couldn't make the play. This pitch comes in for a call strike from the inner half of the plate. Oh, 1.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 away.
Had to throw over, and I caught things up, and I thought I'd missed something.
Bushland with the runner on first. Mustangs leading at 2-0.
Went up and away on him there, swing and a miss.
Yeah, curveball had Howell way out on his front foot.
Howell in the hole, 0-2. Takes him a deep breath and steps back in. Gurney set at the belt. Comes home. Pitch on the outside. The runner goes. No throw by Ramos. Came up, wasn't even looking at throwing. And Kraus over on second easily. 1-2 to Howell. Gurney's going to reset the ball game with a runner on second and 1 away.
Top of the 6th.
Gurney disengages from the rubber, steps back, looks back at his middle infielders. Now he toes the rubber, looking back at second. Now he kicks and comes home with a strike in the upper part of the zone. Call strike. 2-1. I'm not sure if the runner's out there on second base is talking to Gurney or what. This one swung on and hit foul off to the right, out of play for strike 2. Two and 2 on Askins, the first baseman for the Falcons. Gurney comes set, looking back at second. It's back at second again. Now he kicks and comes home. This one swung on. It fouled. I didn't even see where it went.
Fouled off over on the right sideline. Foul.
Count's going to hold it 2-2. One away here. The pitch comes in and goes off his elbow, and it's going to put a runner on first. The runners on first and second for the pitcher, Wade McConnell. Now batting.
Now batting the pitcher, number 24, Wade McConnell.
I have a timeout by the Mustangs as Coach Williams is going to walk out, have a conversation with his infield. One away here in the top of the sixth. Shallow Water leading 2-1. They just added that insurance run in the bottom of the fifth, but Bushland's come back to push one across here in the top of the sixth.
Tony, we're going to have a pinch runner over at first. It's number 12.
Connor Caperton. Pinch runner.
Pinch runner at first, number 12, Connor Caperton.
Now batting. Did I do McConnell yet?
No.
Now batting number 24, Wade McConnell.
I think you did, but that's okay. We did it
Okay.
twice.
Runners on first and second. One away. Gurney a little hot water here in the top of the sixth.
Yeah, a couple of errors has opened it up here for Bushland. They've played it a run. Still runners on first and second with one away.
Yeah, giving Bushland an opportunity to get back in this thing. The pitch. Low and away for ball one. McConnell batting in the seventh spot. The big pitcher doesn't look like a guy you want to make a mistake with. Built like someone who could sure drive the ball. Gurney looking back at the runner, looking at home. Pitch comes in for a call strike over the heart of the plate, just at the bottom of the zone. McConnell probably think get by with that one as it was low in the zone. He's had a couple of there that we thought were strikes, called balls. Gurney kicks and deals. Same spot, maybe just a little bit lower, doesn't get the call this time. Good place to go if you can hit that spot. Count goes 2-1. Gurney toes the rubber, kicks and deals, goes upstairs this time. Sends a ball out of the zone. 3-1. Gurney takes a slow walk around the back of the mound. Looks back at Maddox McDonald at shortstop before he walks back up the hill and toes the rubber. To on the far first base side of the rubber now. And McConnell asks for time and it's granted. Got a little baseball chess going on here, David, where everybody's thinking about every move. Gurney's pitch swung on, hit foul, off to the right, out of play. The count goes full.
Three balls, two strikes, one away. Mustangs leading at 2-1. Things have tightened up here in the bottom of the sixth.
Top of the sixth.
Excuse me, top of the sixth, yes.
Gurney toes the rubber. Comes set at the belt. Pause. A longer pause. The payoff pitch. Swung on and ripped up the middle. McDonald goes to second for one. They go across to first and get
Yes.
their man. slow call there by the first base umpire. That was McDonald to Keeney to Carter for the double play.
You know, one of those, I thought McDonald would try to take that one himself. It slowed it down a little bit, making the toss to Keeney, and then throw was a little slow getting there. Carter with another great play over at first to catch that one. Double play is the Mustangs' friend this time. McDonald, Keeney to Carter on the putout, and that'll do it here in the inning. Bushland does pick up a run. They did it without a hit. 2 Mustang errors, 1 runner left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Our new score, Shallowater 2, Bushland 1.
Bushland in the top of the 6th scores 1 run on him, 1 left on base. Pitcher Gurney is at 96, 9-6.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th, Mustangs expected to send Blaine St. Clair, Ryland Blackburn, and Maddox McDonald to the plate.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 7, Blaine St. Clair.
That time called, one of the Bushland coaches is out on the field talking to the umpire. I don't know if they're making some substitutions or what. Did you see that, Tony? There, one of the Bushland coaches coming out there from around second base.
I don't know. They had that timeout called by that field ump there at second base, and the players, both offense and defense, were talking about something out there back last half inning or so, but didn't see anything recently happen out there.
Blaine St. Clair stepping in here. He's 0 for 2 today. McConnell going out of the windup. First pitch is fouled back off of the net. Next pitch is a fastball right in there for a called strike. 0-2. That ground ball is chopped foul over on the left side past Coach Paris. Count holds at 0-2. McConnell began the inning with 89 pitches up to 92 here. Pitch upstairs. St. Clair tries to check his swing, unable to do it. He's going to go down swinging, and there's 1 away.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Ryland Blackburn.
Ryland Blackburn coming to the plate here with 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. He's 1 for 2. Nobody on base for the Mustangs. McConnell with a long look in. Now he goes into his windup. This ball's lined out to right field. That ball's down. It gets past the right fielder. That ball's headed into the corner. The right fielder cuts it off. Blackburn's going to come in to second. Stand-up double for Ryland Blackburn. Bushland coach out there once again complaining about something to the umpire.
Now batting number 5, Maddox McDonald.
can't tell from here what it is. Solid double. Maddox McDonald stepping in. McDonald 0 for 3. Steps in here with a runner on second and 1 away. Pitch is in the dirt. The catcher blocks it. Not in the dirt. There is no dirt. In the turf.
Turf.
Now we got a time called by Bushland.
Hey, in David's defense, it was in the brown turf, not the green turf.
The turf that looks like dirt. Yeah. McConnell coming off the mound. Bushland coach motioning for him to go back to the mound. Doesn't look like it's going to be a change. It's been a battle here all day. So far, Mustangs leading at 2-1. Bushland 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors. Mustangs 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors.
Been a battle all day, and it's just the first game.
Yes. All right, we're back to play here. McDonald stepping in, counts 1-0. McDonald takes a look in. McDonald swings and misses, evens it up at 1-1. McConnell set about chest high. This one is swung on and fouled at the plate, judging by McDonald's reaction. As you see him in some pain there, went off of his foot. It'll take a minute to walk that one off. Those hurt. Not much padding on that foot area. Trainer Jeremy Davis out there checking on him.
Along with one of our student trainers.
All right, looks like about ready to go again here. McDonald step in with a 1-2 count. Long pause by McConnell. Now he's coming set. Still set. McDonald needs to step out here. Finally, he calls time.
Yeah.
Standing there too long. Ryland was getting the pitcher's attention out there at second. McConnell distracted on that one. Now we're ready to go again. McDonald steps back in against McConnell. That one's fouled straight back. A lot of time between pitches here by McConnell. This has been the case when he gets runners on. There's a curveball, breaks over the plate but stays up.
Borderline call that the Bushland fans don't like.
2-2. This is the 100th pitch coming from McConnell right here.
Finally a pitch to the height advantage worked to our favor. McDonald a little shorter.
There's a fly ball out to center field. Center fielder starts in. Now he's going back. He has to make the catch over his shoulder. Ryland Blackburn's going to tag up. He'll coast into third base standing up. Sacrifice fly by McDonald.
Carson Key coming in. Pinch hitter number 18, Carson Key.
So Blackburn advances to third. We'll have 2 away, and we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Clayton Vincent. It's going to be number 18, Carson Key. Carson, a senior. He'll bat from the right side. We've seen Carson play some first base for the Mustangs over the course of the season. He's going to announce him.
I did.
Oh.
Already announced Carson. Oh,
okay.
Loudspeaker.
I saw the umpire was pointing there. I was busy catching up. First pitch to Key is up and in. 1-0. That one up about eye level. McConnell going out of the windup here. That one's low, 2-0. Every pitch important. Mustangs trying to score a run here too, but also McConnell's getting up there where he doesn't have many pitches left. This is number 103 coming right here. That one's outside, 3-0. Expect Key to be taken all the way. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. That one's low, goes under the 5-hole right there. Blackburn comes in standing up. Mustangs lead it 3-1. Carson Key alertly, as the Bushland Falcons were caught sleeping there was no time was called. Carson Key about halfway down between first and second. The first baseman had come in towards home plate. And Carson takes second. Umpires are going to get together and see if anybody had called time. Didn't see it called, but regardless, Mustangs have taken the lead here.
Oh, there we go. That's why.
I should say expanded the lead. Mustangs now lead at 3-1. So we're going to see what they rule on Key.
Ruled him safe.
Yeah, they ruled him safe, so he will remain at second. Now, we've got a pinch runner.
Number 17, Garrett Boschma.
Okay, so that's so Carson pinch hit for Clayton Vincent. Now Vincent's going to re-enter and run for Key at second base.
Re-entry.
That it verify that's
at second base. Re-entering at second base, number 6, Clayton Vincent.
I think.
Yeah. All right, so we got that sorted out. So Carson does steal second while Bushland was distracted on that one. Clayton Vincent re-enters the game. He'll run at second base. So run in. Mustangs lead at 3-1. Garrett Boschma at the plate. Boschma 2 for 3. This one's fouled off over on the right side. 0-1. McConnell at 105.
So Carson Key being a true pinch hitter. All he did was hit and then let the regular runner come back in. They're putting on Boschma.
Yeah, they're putting on Boschma, and I've said this before, to pitch to maybe the best hitter in the district this season for us, and Zach Scott here.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 14, Zach Scott.
Zach's 0 for 1 on the day, reached on an error, but his other 2 times he's walked and been hit by a pitch. Time called. Coach Paris visiting with Zach Scott up the third baseline there.
Mustangs getting an insurance run in the 5th. Falcons answering it in the top of the 6th, and now the Mustangs answered that with another insurance run. They lead at 3-1.
McConnell working out of the stretch, comes set. Another long pause as we've seen throughout the day. Clayton Vincent really working out there at second base.
For those of y'all that are just listening, Vincent's coming off the bag. The shortstop was playing in front of him, which is kind of annoying, blocking his view. And as he moved away, Vincent went right with him. Swing and a miss by Zach Scott at the plate.
Curveball couldn't get a piece of that one, yeah.
And now the shortstop's staying behind Clayton, I notice.
McConnell set once again. This is a little looper. It's over the head of the shortstop, and he's not going to get to it. Here comes Clayton Vincent to score. RBI single for Zach Scott. Mustangs expand the lead to 4-1.
I got the right number of hits. I don't think I do for Mustangs.
7 for the Mustangs. Updating our scoreboard here, and looks like we will have a pitching change for the Falcons. McConnell's day is done.
Pitcher McConnell at 107.
So Mustangs going to get into the bullpen of the Falcons here. We'll see who the new pitcher is.
Looks like 17 is going to left field.
It's going to be number 8.
Number 8's coming from left field, the pitcher. Colton Strickland.
Yep, we'll have a little pause in action here as the new pitcher for the Falcons, number 8, Colton Strickland, takes his warm-up pitches. Strickland, another right-hander. This inning began with a Blaine St. Clair strikeout. Ryland Blackburn then doubled. McDonald fly ball to center field for the second out. Blackburn advanced to third after tagging up. A walk, and on that walk, a wild pitch allowing Blackburn to score, followed by an intentional walk and then a single by Zach Scott to score another run. So Mustangs doing all of this here with 2 away, doing most of this with 2 away.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Falcons, number 8, Colton Strickland.
All right, we're about set to resume play here.
Stepping in the bat for the Mustangs, the second baseman, number 2, Pierce Keeney.
It's going to be Pierce Keeney. Keeney's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. He'll come to the plate here. Runners on first and second with 2 away. Strickland will go from the stretch. Previous pitcher McConnell playing over at third base now. Several other defensive changes for the Falcons. Pitches outside, 1-0. Keeney steps out, checks down with Coach Paris and gets his sign. Not much of an attempt to hold Boschma at second. Pitches outside, 2-2. Here comes the third run. Carter coasting into third, head first slide. 3 RBI triple by Caden Carter, and the Mustangs have busted it wide open here in the bottom of the 6th. Three more runs for the Mustangs, who now lead the Bushland Falcons 7-1. That'll bring Ryland Ramos to the plate. Ramos 0 for 1, was
now
hit
batting them.
By pitches other 2 times.
Number 10, Ryland Ramos. Yeah, that shift we've been talking about all day, David, is the Mustangs finally was able to take advantage of it. The wind has picked up and gone up and down a little bit. It died down a little bit, and he got it over his head. Well-struck ball.
Next pitch, first pitch to Ramos. Pitches, only 3 of them strike so far. One of them was a triple. That one's up and in. Oh, actually gets the call on that one. 2-2. Two pitches fouled straight back. Runner on third, that's Caden Carter. He just tripled to score 3 more for the Mustangs. Ronald Ramos is the 9th batter of the inning for the Mustangs. Blaine St. Clair's on deck. He led it off. That's a sky-high fly ball just off the edge of the infield. Looks like the shortstop has it, and he does. Pop out by Ramos, and that'll end it in the bottom of the 6th. But the Mustangs here in the 6th, 5 runs, 3 hits, no Bushland errors, 1 runner left on base. We're going to the 7th. Mustangs leading at 7-1. This is Shallow Water Mustang Baseball on the Shallow Water Sports Network and Mixler Internet Radio.
Shallow Water Mustangs in the bottom of the 6th scored 5 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Pitcher Strickland is at 13 pitches, 1-3.
We're back for the 7th and final inning here. Game 1 of the bi-district round here at Eastern New Mexico University. Mustangs 7-1 lead going in to the top of the 7th. Braden Gurney still on the mound for the Mustangs coming into the inning. 96 pitches. Due up for Bushland will be the number 8, 9, and 1 spots in their order.
Stepping in late off the top of the 7th. For Bushland, number 17, Elliot Hemphill.
This is Hemphill. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging his last time up.
Started off at third base, now he's moved out to left field defensively. Gurney goes to work, swing and a miss. Threw him something up at the top of the zone that Hemphill couldn't catch up with. Gurney's next pitch. Just missed outside. Thought he was going to get that outside corner call, but didn't. Squares it up at 1-1.
Just a bit outside on that one.
Gurney from the windup. Turns, deals. Turns, kicks and deals. This one swung on and hit foul. Straight back over the screen and the press box. Strike 2. 1-2 on Hemphill. Gurney shakes off a sign. Nods to the next one. Turns and deals. Swing and a miss. Went straight to the fastball right down the heart of the plate. But Hemphill couldn't catch up with. Oh, I never cleared out my. I'm still in the last inning. All right. There we go. Nobody noticed.
Next batter's Reese Melvin, the left fielder.
Now batting number 14, Reese Melvin.
Melvin takes the first pitch for a called strike. He's 0 for 2, struck out both times.
Swing and a miss on the second pitch for strike 2. Next pitch comes in outside. Good 0-2 pitch there. Trying to get him to reach for something. Gurney does that so consistently, he's going to throw a strike on one of those 0-2 pitches and catch him looking. This one swung on and missed for strike 3.
And Gurney strikes out Melvin for the 3rd time today. And Mustangs are 1 out away from clinching the win here in game 1.
Number 7. Number 7, Max Rodriguez.
This is Rodriguez. He's 1 for 3.
Pitch to Rodriguez. Arias is tapped out toward first. It's played by Keeney as Carter was moving to his right. He gets in the back of the dirt there and throws it to Gurney, covering in time for the third out, and that'll do it for this ball game.
And the Falcons go quietly in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the Mustangs are going to pick up the win here by a score of 7-1. And Mustangs take a 1-0 lead here in the series.
Bushland at the top of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. That's your ball game. Good game, gentlemen. Well played. Shallowater wins this one 7-1.
30 minutes?
I believe a 30-minute break between games, yes.
As I understand the press box, next game will be in 30 minutes. We'll have a 30-minute break before we start game 2.
We'll go through a few stats here real quick, and we'll wrap up our broadcast here in game 1 before we take a break before game 2. But Braden Gurney, goes the distance for the Mustangs on the mound today. Goes 7 complete through 105 pitches, 1 run on 2 hits. That run was not earned. Struck out 11 and walked 2 and hit a batter. So outstanding performance by the senior Gurney. He does go the distance. That's important in the playoffs. Also, just pitch count. Mustangs did not get into the bullpen. So those guys in the bullpen still have all of their pitches available. As far as the Mustangs at the plate today, some solid performances up there. 3 guys in particular with multiple hits on the day. Rylan Blackburn goes 2 for 3 on the day, had a big double there. Got things rolling in that big 6th inning where the Mustangs plated 5 runs to take command of the game. Caden Carter, also 2 hits on the day, same inning. He had the big triple to left field later in the inning that plated 3 of those runs. And then Garrett Boschma, especially early on, he had 2 hits early on to lead the Mustang attack. So on the day for the Falcons, 1 run on only 2 hits, 3 errors. Your Mustangs, 7 runs on 8 hits and 3 errors. Most important stat of the day, 1-0. Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. So that's going to wrap it up for us here on the broadcast of Game 1. Approximately a 30-minute break. That'll put us probably going on the air close to about 2:45 for Game 2. See if the Mustangs can capture the series here in Game 2. If not, both teams will be back here tomorrow. But we'll be back here in Portales at Eastern New Mexico University around 2:45 for the next broadcast. Until then, take care.
I wanna take it to